Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Akasan. It's time for Honest Trailers, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's check it out. Ba-bum-bum-bum.
This episode is sponsored by Google Play with the help of Summoner's War, La Centuria. From the streaming service with the biggest gap between quality of content and suckage of interface comes Marvel's latest Avengers you didn't really care about until they got their own TV show.
That's not true.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Who's next? Hawkeye? Of course.
That was terrible.
When
that
a
was
rogue
terrible.
super soldier is on the loose, the only thing that can stop her is a few shots from a regular gun. But since this story has to last 6 episodes, 2 of Marvel's weakest heroes are on the case.
Wow.
Sam the Falcon Wilson, a man with the power of a jetpack he rents from the Air Force. And Bucky the Winter Soldier Barnes. Proof that men will literally scour the criminal safe haven of Madripoor instead of going to therapy.
You missed your court-mandated therapy. Sorry, Mr. Barnes, you're under arrest.
But when these not even that opposite military guys have to work together, you'll be in for a lot of forced bickering.
That's not a thing.
That's definitely a thing.
No, it's not.
A lot of forced quips, now that Falcon is technically the funny one.
And he mastered posing stoically.
And so much forced talk about Cap's old shield that you'll start to wish Cap was short for please decapitate me.
Thank you, Captain America. But this belongs to you.
Let's take the shield and do this ourselves.
You gotta give me the shield, man.
He gave you that shield for a reason. Why'd you give up that shield?
He had no right to give up the shield, Sam.
Shouldn't have given him the shield.
I didn't give him the shield.
That shield's the closest thing I've got left to a family.
It's just a shield, bro. Don't lose
Right?
your arm over it. You know, you'd think he would know that there's a button that pops his arm off. I mean, doesn't he ever play with that thing? Return to the military espionage side of the MCU, where the morals are as gray as the visuals, full of shady characters like Zemo, a fancy dancer who talks about the black experience one too many times for someone who blew up the King of Wakanda.
I told him about Trouble Man. He wrote it in that book.
It is a masterpiece, James. Captures the African-American experience.
Sharon Carter,
That's
who's
exactly
grown
what
bitter
I
and
said,
resentful
dude.
since the man she stalked for a living went back in time to bang her great aunt. And John Walker, the heir apparent to the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah! He may look the part, but this blonde-haired hunk still isn't ready to take on the mantle of America's next Kurt Russell. Also, Julia Louis-Dreyfus pops up at the end, because everyone in Hollywood is obligated to join the MCU at this point. You're next, Costanza.
This whole universe is against me.
No one will
All right,
escape
that
the
was
fury
pretty
of
good.
the
I'll give
Flag
him that.
Smashers, a movement with a nefarious plan to deliver food and medicine to refugees. But don't worry, they'll kill just enough people to qualify as villains.
Yep.
I agree with your fight. I just can't get with the way you're fighting it.
You tell him, Falcon. She needs to join the military first. That's the MCU's license to kill. To combat his rising threat of poor people having nowhere to live, Sam must become a new kind of Captain America. One who will call out the problems with our system.
Look, you people have just as much power as an insane god.
Then ask them to do better and hope that it changes anything.
You've got to do better, Senator.
Honestly, the fact that this speech works is the least realistic part of the MCU, and they share a universe with this guy.
That is true.
So enjoy a show that feels like a stretched-out B-tier Marvel movie that annoyingly makes you stay up late to watch every episode,
Yeah.
unless you want it spoiled on Twitter.
Yep.
Ah, dang it! In this enjoyable series that deepens existing characters, bring some big-budget action to the small screen, and adds crucial new information to the Marvel Universe. The Avengers don't get paid.
How do you guys make a living?
There's a tremendous amount of goodwill.
Right, but you couldn't have been living off of goodwill this whole time. We cannot approve you. Is there some kind of fun for heroes, or...?
So this is why Scarlet Witch drives a Buick. Starring
The Black Falcon was denied a bank loan.
I, Stan Sebastian, Baron's Dance Grooves, The Carter 2, A Wolf in Veep's Clothing, Goldie Spawn. Just when I thought this country couldn't get any meaner, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself. Power Punch Girl. It's those Antifa super soldiers I've been hearing about. And Sam's on a boat. Sam's on a boat.
Okay,
Everybody
okay.
look at Sam, cause he's sailing on a boat. Sam's on a boat.
Yeah.
Sam's on a boat. Take a good hard look at Sam's sister's parents' boat.
Yeah.
Sky Captain and the Shield of Tomorrow.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's stare.
They're practically begging us to do a stairs montage, huh?
Bringing it back. Old school, baby.
Are you having a staring contest?
The bionic staring machine.
Does he always just stare like that?
Wait, cut the music. No. You can't stare bait us like that. Your stares are too forced. Stares have to be natural.
You're doing the staring thing again.
Hey, Screen Junkies, may the 4th be with you. Check out the new show Rabbit Hole, where we find the hidden connections in film and TV. Up first, how Darth Vader was created by shrooms. No, seriously, mushrooms are the key to all of Star Wars. Check it out. This episode is sponsored by Google Play. Download Summoner's War, Lost Centuria, and discover more on Google Play now. There are very few please say comments nowadays. Say these violent delights have violent ends. It feels too good, I can't stop scratching it. Lick the stamp and send it.
Lick the stamp and send it. All right, there you go. Not their best work, obviously, but I think because Falcon and Winter Soldier is fairly political, I wouldn't say there were necessarily plot holes with this show. It just was like, it's hard to kind of like really bring anything up front, but they did all right. They did all right with some of that. Like, I'd still highly disagree with the fact that the Winter Soldier, Bucky, is a like D-tier or no, like I would say, definitely one of the highest ranking movies is Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and that's partially due to the Winter Soldier. So I wouldn't say, and I think they've always been really good within like Civil War, their banter, all of that. It is a little interesting that it doesn't have like that same sort of like strong push and pump, I suppose. There's the one thing I was kind of noticed is like, Bucky cannot fight anymore, or that killer instinct. Since that killer instinct is gone, it looks like all of that programming, with that programming being erased, it's not really. He's become a new man, so to speak, and some of that training, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's weird. Like you just see it. Like he doesn't really have that world to fight, and it's just something that I keep in mind with Infinity War. When we see Bucky cameo in Infinity War real quick, he's like, all right, let's go, where's the fight, like that. So regardless, it's not a big deal, but it's interesting. All right, Red Red Nation, stand up, speak up, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one. Marvel.